My name is Nancy, and so you have this huge presentation coming up, and you don't know how to go about it. I mean, you're in your panic mode, the anxiety, everything is like, oh, what if I fail? Or what if I don't do it? What if I don't like it? What should I say? What should I do? Just number two thing you shouldn't be doing is going out there with what? Don't go out uninformed. Right? Okay, this is something you're trying to talk about, importance of education, this presentation. What is the purpose? Is it here to inform? Is it here to persuade? Is it here to enlighten people? Your main purpose cannot be to talk to an adolescent on the importance of abstaining from premarital sex, and then you're trying to like make it entertaining. It's actually okay if you're able to like strike a balance between the two. You bring in the educative parts, you talk to them about implication of just few minutes fun. You can crack in a little joke, but don't lose the message while you're trying to like strike a balance. You need to know your topic like the back of your pen. I cannot overly emphasize the idea part. Now the idea part brings us down to the number three thing you need to work on: the content and the context. You need to know, you have to know how to do these things. You don't just come up with a boring speech and then you just start, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's okay, it's fine. But there is something I usually do whenever I am watching to address people. I always be like, it's either I am complimenting the way everybody look. I'll be like, you all look beautiful this morning. Appreciate yourself. Depending on the crowd I am actually addressing. Every intro has to do with its own crowd. If I'm talking to boys, if I'm talking to adults, if I'm talking to, it just depends. Children, it depends on the audience. So just know how to like, swing a little bit away from the regular. Now, that brings us back to the content. Now, the content, when you want to start up your presentation, always look for a hook, something catchy. Duration of your speech or presentation determines if the audience will listen to it till the end. Number one, let's say you're invited. Okay, so let me give you an example. I was invited to actually address it to a group of adults, probably my age grade and my seniors thereabouts. So I started on the importance of money in marriage. Believe me, I'm not even married. And I mean, if we are to look at it from all angles, I don't think I am the right person to do that. But I was like, okay, how do I penetrate those people and let them listen to me and, actually drive my ideas home into their head? I'm like, okay, let's start with this. Number one thing I did was, after introducing the whole, you all look beautiful and all that, my intro, I can't really recall, this happened years ago. And then I was like, my name is Nancy and I love money. Believe me, I love money so much and I am not ashamed to admit it. So now with this, it actually gives them the thing of what? Like, who is she? Some persons will be like, she's a gold digger. Some persons will be like, what's she doing here? Some persons will be like, what's going on? I already have their attention. Now it's left for me to do what? To look for a way to narrow it down. Now when I start, talking about the whole content, the whole body, how money is important, how this, how that, bringing it down to everything. And at the end of the day, we're like, wow. Always look for a hook, something catchy. If you're addressing adults, feel free to bring in a slang from the streets. You can actually use a slang they know, and then you try to do what? To like craft it in a way that they'll be like, wow. And then the body of the message. If you're not a professional, if you're a beginner, avoid hooks that contradict the body of your message. If you're a professional who can actually find a balance, you can do that. You can actually use a hook that contradicts the body of your message, because you know that with this hook, the main purpose of this hook is to catch their attention, whereas the body is to explain, to get into their head, to drive my message home. And then always strike for a beautiful ending, an excellent, a felicitation worthy ending. Always end with either a quote or end with something, a scenario, something happened in the past. Or let's drive down the memory lane a little bit. Something nice, something that will really, really leave them. Because believe me or not, it's not everybody that go home with something. Sometimes it might be the story at the end that actually stick to their mind. It might not really be the whole high sounding vocabulary and all that. Sometimes it might be the story. So always make your thing exceptional. Like I said, first, the hook. Second, the context. Lastly, the summary, the beautiful finishing. Always do that. Number 4 thing for you to do is this. Always practice. Don't get tired of practicing. Always practice. Now, because you feel that I have mastered this craft of presentation, because you think like you can wake me up, oh, Nancy, I need you to present this topic, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, let's do this and all that. One thing that my peers or my classmates actually, okay, let me bring you guys to when I was in uni days. One thing that my classmates would testify to, some of my close friends testify to, or some of them don't really know about it. I practice always. You cannot find me. I'm having a conversation with you. My speech is going on in my brain. It's Saturday cleanup. We are cleaning up. My speech is going on in my brain. In the evening, when everybody's like doing one thing or the other, I'm always found in a lonely in the field. I'm talking to myself. I am talking to myself. I'm reciting my speech. I'll be like, no. Nancy, you're not sounding too confident. I'll start it again. No, Nancy, I don't like the way you waved your hand. No. I think your shoulder shouldn't slide. I think you should stand a little bit firm. I think you should. Do you understand? I kept on practicing. I'm going to the canteen. I am practicing. So I'm talking to the wall. I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to judge what I'm saying. I'm trying to say it back to myself. I keep saying these things until it becomes a part of me. Practice can never, ever die down. If you want us to lay more emphasis on this video, I promise not to make this video so long. So if you listen to the part 1, there's a part 2. If you want me to go on with the part 3, I could go on and on, because believe me, like I said before, I have never lost a presentation before. I have never, ever lost a presentation before. So if you need me to like go on about it, just say something in the comment section. Give this video a like so other persons can learn from it. And then you can equally share your experience or the areas you want me to actually assist you with. Believe me, I am here for you, and I am so intentional about these things. Thank you so much.